Hey friends, Katie here for Kat Scrappiness, and today I've got a brand new embellishment spoon to introduce to you. This is the new Kat Scrappiness embellishment spoon, great for your embossing powders, which I'm going to show you in today's project. We've got, you can use them for your sequins and gems and pearls and, anything that you can think of, you can use this for. Your glitter, fine tuning. Now here I'm showing you the spoon. I always have a spoon on my desk because you never know when you might need to scoop something. And this spoon measures just about 6 inches, not quite, just about. And I like it because it reminds me of the dessert spoon, so I love the long handle. But here I'm going to jump right into using the friendship greeting stamp set just to demonstrate how using this new embellishment spoon can work with your embossing powders to give you some precision when it comes to using different colored embossing powders. So here I'm just going to lay out some of the stamps that are in the friendship greeting. First, I am taking my chalk pencil to mark where my 4 1/4 spot is, just so I know my width that I need to work with, because I will be trimming this panel down. And then we're going to jump in. So here I'm adding in hello and you are beautiful and you mean so much to me, I love you, and then one of the floral images that are in that friendship greeting stamp. And I'm going to take some Versamark Dazzle in Frost embossing ink. That's what I had on my desk. And we're going to ink these stamps up. First I'm going to douse my cardstock. This is a super pitch black, I can't remember the name of it. I got it from Cardstock Warehouse. Zero, something like that. There's no carbon. It's like the best black cardstock where you get a nice pitch deep black. I'm kind of particular about my cardstocks. And dousing it with the anti-static powder because I want to make sure I get a good clear impression of my stamps, and I don't want a bunch of flake embossing powder that I got to clean off. No fear, we're going to clean that powder off later on, and I'll show you how we do that. So here I am just using my fingers to stamp this down. Not a ton of pressure because I don't want it to squish and halo, but just enough to get a nice clean impression from the Versamark ink onto our cardstock. And then I'm going to take some Wow Metallic Gold Rich embossing powder to sprinkle on with our new fancy embellishment spoon onto our cardstock and onto our Versamark ink. So here I'm just making sure I got everything stamped and I got a good impression, and now we're going to add our Versamark ink, or our embossing powder. So here's the Metallic Gold Rich, and initially I was going to do the hello, the you are beautiful, and the flower, which you're going to see here in the gold, and then do the you mean so much to me and the I love you in this, it's a Hero Arts like silver sparkle embossing powder. But I had a little fudge when I got to the you are beautiful. Some of it got onto the you mean so much to me, and I thought, I'll do all of that gold and then just leave the I love you in silver so that phrase stands out. So here you're going to see me kind of bump, and I get a little bit onto the you mean so much to me, and I decide once I got everything cleaned up, you know what, I'll just put it on there and we're going to go with it. So here I'm adding in that last little bit, and it's so easy to sprinkle on. The fact that you have, the thing when you have a longer tool versus a shorter tool is that you can really be precise on where your control. It's kind of like coloring. The closer you are to the edge, the darker you're going to be with your coloring. The farther away, the looser you're going to be with it. It's the same with having a nice long handled spoon like this. And here you can see I've just added on my silver sparkle embossing powder and was able to keep it nice and precise on the phrase, the word that I wanted to keep the silver embossing powder on. But I really like the length of this, and I'll be using it a ton in my craft room. Link for the new product is in the description box below, so be sure and head on over to Kat Scrappiness to check out the new embellishment spoon so you can grab it and put it in your stash. Okay, so here we are. We're all cool and dry, you know, cool from the heat embossing, and I'm just taking a little Swiffer cloth and I'm going to clean that powder off. Now, I'm going to get most of it off. It does leave a little bit of haze, but the thing is that I'm going to trim this down so you don't even really notice. Here you do, because you've got that, you know, side on the left, but once I trim it down, you don't even know. And so here I'm just using a piece of craft cardstock that I had in my stash, and I'm going to adhere this down. I did use some double-sided tape because the cardstock warps, and that works a lot better to kind of flatten things out, you know, when your cardstock's a bit warped from embossing. So, card is finished. We got a great embellishment spoon that is so versatile. You can use it for anything: embossing powder, glitters, embellishments, anything that you can think of that you might need a spoon in the craft room for. This is your guy, my friends. And so here we are. You can see the nice precision without any mix of our powders. And that finishes it up, my friends. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.